Malacanang said the government remains open to other options to repair its relations with Taiwan. At the same time, the palace bared there is a contingency plan in case there is an exodus of Filipino workers from Taiwan in view of the strained relations with that country. More details from Ignacio.
The government is looking for alternative markets to address the hiring ban imposed by Taiwan on the Philippines following the May 9 maritime incident in Balitaan Channel. Deputy Presidential Spokesperson Gov't said this is part of the contingency measures prepared by the government to help the affected OFWs. The Department of Labor and Employment has identified 3 alternative markets that have high demands for the manufacturing sector, such as South Korea, Middle East, and Malaysia. Gov't said from the more than 80,000 Filipino workers in Taiwan, 72% are working in the manufacturing sector.
If you recall, this is not the first time that we've dealt with this sort of sanction, and the Labor Department has been looking into alternative markets, because if you look at the figures, 72% of our OFWs in Taiwan are employed in the manufacturing sector. So the way that the Labor Department looks at it by looking for other alternative markets would be to see which other markets also have a high number or high openings for manufacturing sector. I think this has been previously mentioned. That would be South Korea. Another alternative would be the Middle East, and also to some extent Malaysia. So in light of what has happened, the Labor Department has deemed it fit to look into other alternative markets that are capable of absorbing the number of OFWs who may wish to come back or who may have to leave their places of employment.
The government is also reports on the alleged maltreatment of Filipinos in Taiwan. Despite reports coming out in media, Gov't said the Labor Office has not received any formal complaints from the alleged victims. Gov't assured that the government is prioritizing the welfare of many Filipinos in Taiwan.
We've checked with the Department of Labor and Employment, and they say that they've not received any of these reports. However, we are aware of some reports that are coming out in media outlets of certain OFWs who are speaking on the condition of anonymity. We'd like to see also these accounts. But again, we reiterate that we hope that our citizens will not bear the brunt of the incident. They are there to work, and they are not there to make trouble. We appeal for calm also, and that the appeal still goes out that our citizens will not be harmed.
Meanwhile, Malacanang would not comment on a recommendation to send former President Fidel Ramos as emissary to Taiwan.
A former chairman of the House Committee on Foreign Affairs,
Yes.
Mr. Lozada, he said that Taiwan is pushing the Philippines to violate the One China policy.
At this point, it will not be prudent for us to comment on particular observation, given that first, we have appealed for calm, and second, that we do not wish for any other escalation of the situation.
For the People's Television, Ignacio.